What if I told you that there were 2 things that you could do right now and today to make your life better, less stressful? Would you do it? My friends, I have a plethora of amazing tips for you today to help you live a more fulfilled and stress-free life. I know you probably deal with stress. It's 2023. You got to run the house. You got to do the job. You got to save the money. We need to invest. We have to work out. We have to cook, but only all natural, homegrown goat's milk that we own in our own backyard.
Well, we can't keep it up forever.
And it feels overwhelming. And so today I want to bring you as many tips as I can to help you feel less stressed and more control of your life. And we're going to start with 2 things. Give this video a thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. It may not reduce your stress levels, but it does work for the YouTube algorithm. So if you want to do that so other people can find this video, that would be fantastic. And if you want to hang around for more shenanigans, you could subscribe. You don't have to, but you could. I took it to the Instagram. If you don't follow me over there, I am over there, and I asked you all of your ideas on ways we can reduce stress in our lives, and I am bringing those tips here for you today. Some fantastic suggestions. Let's kick it off with number 1, the number 1 thing you can do to reduce stress in your life and be happier and feel better. Sleep was overwhelmingly the number 1 response from almost everybody. In fact, they've done entire studies. They've written books.
First, I need a nap.
If you haven't dived into the topic, dove into the topic, divin into the topic, what the heck? Dove? If you haven't jumped
Smart dame. Who is she?
into the topic of how beneficial sleep is, there's a book called Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker that I would highly recommend. If you're one of the people that think, oh, I can drink a Monster and I can fall asleep an hour later, no sweat, that's because you're exhausted.
I never really thought about it that way.
You're masking your exhaustion with energy drinks and caffeine and coffee and that sort of thing. Here are some benefits to just improving your sleep by 1 night. Sharper concentration, increased energy, better decision-making, improved memory, improved physical health, a better immune system, and a much higher ability to manage stress. I could go down an entire rabbit hole of how to get better sleep, but that's a whole new video. Number 2, now I do like to exercise every day, and yes, the physical benefits, blah, 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 cardiovascular, yeah, bone density, sure, muscle mass, of course, higher metabolism, why not? But nobody talks enough about the benefits to your mind. For me, going outside to do any form of exercise, a walk, a bike ride around the neighborhood, skipping, throwing some frisbee with my kids, it doesn't matter, clears my head in a way that almost nothing else does. If you've never tried it for the mental health benefits, I highly recommend moving your body, going outside, getting your heart rate up a little bit. Exercise has been well documented to improve your mental health. It reduces anxiety, depression, decreases a negative mood, improves self-esteem and cognitive function, and it helps alleviate symptoms of social withdrawal, which I find completely fascinating. What exercise is the best exercise? My friends, it does not matter. Pick one you like and stick with that one. Whichever one you will do is the one that you should do. I did want to mention that this video is part of a major collaboration of the Get Organized HQ speaker panel for 2023. So if you want even more amazing tips from the best organizers, declutterers, minimalists, and etc., etc., etc. we have here on YouTube right now. Check out the playlist down below and go watch all of the other ideas of how you can live a more stress-free life. Next up is to declutter everything. Now, okay, before you freak out and think that I'm just gonna tell you to go down to 1 t-shirt, 1 pair of shoes, and 1 pot for your kitchen, hold on. I am talking about decluttering things that are obvious and definitely outside of what you're thinking right now. So number 1, declutter negative people out of your life. Declutter dramatic people out of your life. Declutter the trash, the excess space taking items. And that includes things like those huge jugs of laundry detergent in your laundry room. Do you ever deal with you have like 10 products? And to help you with that one, I wanna thank Earthbreeze for sponsoring today's video. Did you know that 91% of these do not get recycled? Not to mention the hassle of like carrying all these home from the store. Earthbreeze's eco sheets, they look like dryer sheets, but they're not. They're soap. Look how small this is. Look how tiny this is. Look how easy this is to put away. I open, Done. The Eco Sheets are liquid-less laundry detergent. It dissolves 100% in hot or cold water in any type of cycle or machine, including high efficiency. The packaging is lightweight, biodegradable, and their subscriptions are super flexible. You can adjust, pause, cancel anytime, no hidden fees, no extras. They are delivered right to your door, and they're great for all laundry lifestyles, including those with sensitive skin. They are offering you guys 100% satisfaction guaranteed or your money back, no questions asked, no returns necessary. Go to earthbreeze.com/frugalfitmom to get 40% off of your prescription. What? To get 40% off of your subscription. 40% off. First link below. You're not gonna wanna miss this. Like, look at this. These are sexy. And the most important thing, they're tough on stains and smells, so you get a powerful clean every time. The only thing you have to lose are stains in your son's clothes. That's earthbreeze.com/frugalfitmom. 40% off. First link below. Let's get back to the rest of those stress-free tips. Declutter those clothes that don't fit. Declutter those shoes that you bought for the special occasion and they've been staring at you, making you feel bad that you're not doing any special occasions for the last 5 years. Get rid of that. And also, have you thought about this one? Declutter your phone notifications. What does that even mean? The only thing your phone should do is ring when you're getting a phone call. It should not be sending alerts to your smartwatch. No, turn that off, because that creates a very reactive state of mind, which means you're not in control. You don't get to decide when you want to look at those things. They ping in and you're like, ooh, I need to jump in on that. No, we're not doing that anymore. You can go look at your text messages when you are ready. Here's another one. I took Facebook off of my phone. I can still get on Facebook on my computer if I want to, but when you're bored and you reflexively like reach out for that phone just to like see what's going on, what's for sale on Facebook Marketplace, that is a time suck, it's an energy suck, and a brain suck.
The alien is sucking out her brain!
Did you know that it's okay to say no? It is okay to tell someone that you don't have time for this project. And it can be volunteering at your kid's school. It can be saying no to a project at work because you're already doing the work of 4 people. It's okay to tell your neighbor, my kid cannot come play this day. You don't have to give a reason. We as women, we want to justify. We don't want people to misunderstand us. I get that. And I have said yes to a lot of projects in my past, mostly my 20s, when I wanted to be valuable to someone and overwhelmed myself to the point of complete meltdown. And I don't want that for you. Please learn from my lesson. It is okay to say no. Have you ever done a brain dump before where you take all the things you're thinking of in your head and you just write them down on paper so you don't have to cycle them through your head over and over and over again? I like to start there when it comes to planning my day, but there's another part to this, is so we get everything out of our head and we get it down on paper, and then you have to realize that you're not gonna accomplish this entire list in one day. Pick 3, the most important 3 things that you need to do, like by priority, you need to do these 3 things, and you're gonna hard laser focus on those 3 things until they're done. And then you can give yourself the grace to say enough is enough. What about keeping frozen pizzas in your freezer for those nights that your kids need to eat but you're too exhausted? I'm giving you permission, it's okay. Believe it or not, meal planning does save time. And it can be as simple as spaghetti, burgers. In addition to meal planning, you could do a little bit of ingredient prep the night before. So something that I like to do is go around my kitchen and pull out the ingredients for the dinner I plan on making the next day. Meat if it needs to be thawed, soaking beans in a bowl of cold water if they need to be soaked for the next day, making sure I have the hamburger buns for tomorrow, making sure I have that jar of pickles that my family really likes to have. Am I gonna have a side? Maybe get out the potatoes so they don't rot in the pantry. You could just eat cookies. You could read. I said earlier about decluttering your notifications. However, this is a big one. If you take this and set your phone down and turn the TV off, stepping away from these highly addictive devices can be so helpful to making you think more clear, which reduces your stress levels. And I get sucked into it too, because like I wanna watch my favorite friends and I wanna see what's going on. And I don't even know what TV shows are on right now. Whatever TV show's on right now. I just watch reruns of Buffy, so I already know what's gonna happen.
Come on now, it's telly time.
And also, who's your favorite Buffy character? You can guess mine down in the comments and then tell me yours, but then guess mine. Nothing is permanent. So whatever you're feeling right now and whatever stressors you have right now will not exist in 6 months, 1 year, 5 years down the road. They're all gonna change. What you're worried about now will not be relevant in 5 years. There are some exceptions to that. But something I like to think about is what I'm worried about right now going to matter in 1 year? And if the answer is no, I'm giving you permission to let it go. Let it go, let it go. If you don't want stress, don't have kids. For a lot of us, it's too late for that. Loud music always helps me. I like to put on some rock, really heavy drums, very strong electric guitar. You can dance it out in your kitchen where no one's watching. Take a nap. Almost everything that feels bad doesn't feel as bad after you've had a nap. I highly recommend naps. Gardening, stop watching the news. A hug from someone, at least 10 seconds. Just do it. Do a hug and hold it for 10 seconds. They can be your kids, it can be your spouse, it can be a friend. Deep breathing. Breathing exercises can be very helpful. I know a lot of people that like to color, that's an option. This one won't help you today, but paying off all of your debts will definitely reduce stress in your life. It is a well worth it endeavor. I have done it myself. I've seen friends of mine do it. I cannot describe to you the heavy backpack of rocks that you are carrying with you if you continue to have debt. You pay those off, you're just gonna feel so free. One of my favorite tips was not to go into business for yourself. That's like the most true thing anyone has ever said in the history of ever. Don't run your own business. If you run your own business, you're just gonna be stressed all the time. A tip handed in, and it reminded me of what I did when my kids were very small. I was extremely strict with bedtime when my kids were very young. I'm a little looser now that they're teenagers, but I feel so strongly about sleep, I still push my teenagers to get a lot of it. But let me go back to when they were small. I put my kids to bed extremely early, like 6:30 p.m. early, and they slept until 6 or 7 a.m. the next day. My kids were sleeping 12 to 13 hours a night when they were toddlers and like coming up into 5, 6, 7 age. You get all of this time, decompression time from the stress of taking care of the kid and feeding them dinner and cleaning up again, and oh my gosh, they spit up all over their clothes and I've got to run the laundry and I'm disgusting. Doing bedtime with your kids is a crisis. It feels like a hostage negotiation, and then you will give them whatever they want as long as they go to bed. Like, I get it. I have been there. I have lived it. I have 4 kids myself. But the benefit to you is so high that I really, really want you to try it. Like, not in one night. If they are normally go to bed at 9 and you're trying to do 6, that's too big. But if you inch it a little earlier every single night, I'm telling you, your kids are gonna sleep more, they're gonna be happier, and you'll feel better because you get a little bit of me time at the end of the day. I think this is something you can only do when you're a little bit older, is truly not care what other people think of you. I think 80-year-old women have mastered this. Like, they've lived their life and they literally do not care what you have to say.
Only I didn't care.
They don't care if they offend anybody.
Who cares?
They're hilarious. Have you like hung around a couple of 80-year-old women, grandmothers, whatever? They are the best.
I don't care about your chest. I just care about my chest.
And when I was in my 20s, I really, really cared. And when I was in my 30s, I cared less, but I still cared. And now that I'm in my 40s, I'm like, wow, I really don't care what so-and-so over there has to say about me. I don't care. If you want a ton more tips on how to reduce stress in your life, please check out the playlist down below. There are so many other people to give you extra pieces of advice, different personalities. Maybe you find a new channel you really enjoy watching, other women trying to help women like you. And if you haven't gotten your free ticket for the Get Organized HQ, those are available as well down in the description box below. You can watch it live for totally free. If you want the all access pass, currently right now it's $29. It does go up to $39 in just a couple of days. That's lifetime access. It's access right now. Everything is open to you. You can watch and rewatch. There's bonus items. My friend Dawn's gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. I might even be doing a live session. So if you want to join in on that, you're definitely going to want to pick up that ticket. $29 if you want the all access, or you can just watch it live for free. Anyway, all that information will be down below in the description box. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I wish you a stress-free life. I'll see you next time. Bye.